Oh, hey there. In this video, we're going to be building this office because we need one. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to be converting this room into an office. Put in those windows, windows in today. Nice frame that Mike built. And I'm going to be replacing those bulbed lights with one of these LEDs, nice low profile. And eventually we're going to drywall this place up and do something about the floor. It won't be half bad in here. It'll be actually not too shabby. A view of the mill, very officey. Okay, so today it is raining. We're gonna do a little bit of inside work. Mike's already probably started. Let's go have a look. Enter through the woodshed. Mike's got the tunes going.
Yeah, what's going on in here?
Nice and open in here. Actually, it's pretty cozy. Warm in here. So yeah, this will be the new office. We've got lots of space, or enough space. A couple of views of the mill, so I can review the quality of the work being done. And don't look anywhere out here because that's where we've put everything that was in here. This used to be the room where we just put stuff that we didn't want to look at. And now we've moved all that stuff out into the open here. So we changed these lights out. We've got 12 volt, low profile LED lights now. And that means we can drywall the ceiling, the walls, everything. And then we've just got to do a bit of repair to the floor. This is quite the crack in the floor here. Drywall will go relatively quickly though. But then there's everything that goes with it. There's the mudding. I hate mudding, painting, and all that other stuff. And we have this fridge that just smells rank. We don't know why, but
Don't open it.
Mike wants to throw it away, and I'm like, oh, it's probably still good. We just need to clean it. It's big, good fridge.
Throw your lunch in there and
Yeah.
pull it out 2 hours later, and it just tastes like, oh,
Like radon or something.
yeah.
Oh. So that's what we're up to today. It is nice to have an indoor project to work on days like today. That being said, we're not getting paid very well to do this sort of stuff. So we're operating a bit on a budget, just a little bit.
So this is the way we do things. We have an insulated room in a heated shop separated from the heated stove. So no heat source in here, separated from the heat source outside there. We also have our mill building, which is wonderfully insulated with no heat source. Just on its own, a standalone building, super insulated. This is how we do things. No plan how to heat it.
To be clear, we're working with what we've got a little bit.
But
And that's why we're forced to do weird things like this.
We're very close to the stove. And where the stove is, there is no insulation.
Yeah, that is bare concrete
Yeah.
to the outside world.
It follows a current theme too, because our bark shed, which is the only shed that has glass windows, doesn't have doors. It's just open. And all the other sheds have doors, but no windows. So
Yeah, this is the first building we've made that it's like going to be insulated, have windows,
yeah.
and have the potential to be heated by something. How we doing, Mike?
I think we're doing all right. We're gonna fix a lot of things with trim.
Yeah. And mud. That's a big gap, but mud cures all, tape cures all, trim cures all. Slap it together, clean it with mud.
Why this?
You know what's happened? I think this part of the wall is actually just
Yeah.
further out. I think there's a couple of studs that are
That's
just...
what it feels like to me.
Yeah, I'm hitting something here, and I don't know.
Okay. You want me to screw it in?
Probably. I can't peel it back anymore.
We're not gonna be like fixing those studs.
Well, the old office is coming right along. There's a large crack in the concrete floor. Looks like it's basically between the footing and the pad. So I'm just going to use a bunch of mortar. I'm going to mix up a big batch of mortar, fill that up, and do a bunch of work on the outside of the building at the same time. This shop has some foundation issues that need to be addressed at some point, but that's a problem for another day. Today, we're just going to keep trudging along in this office and yeah, get it all up to snuff here. It's actually, I gotta stop saying up to snuff. Okay, so I'm gonna stop doing the drywall for a bit here because we're almost out of drywall and I need to go get more. I thought it would take 10 sheets to do all the walls, but it's going to take more like 11 or 12 to do the walls, and then another, I'm going to have to calculate how many more to do the ceiling, another 5 to do the ceiling maybe. So it's taking a bit more drywall than I expected, but it's going pretty smoothly. We plumbed in a vent, so we now have a vent over here. That has the potential to heat this place because it's connected, or will be connected, to the wood stove. Let me just show you the outside here. So side of the wall, there's a pipe coming out of the wall, and that will be connected to the top of the blower on the wood stove, so we can siphon a little bit of heat off the beast as it heats the place. Probably cook ourselves out in here. Yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity to get the mortar set. It takes about 24 hours to fully set, but I can get it mostly cured by tomorrow if I start now. And then one last thing to think about tomorrow, we can finish the drywall and get this thing basically trimmed out. I mean, trim's excessive, but we'll get the mud started anyway. At the same time that I was fixing the crack in the floor, I also patched up this giant hole in the wall, which seems to be associated with that crack in the floor. There's definitely some sort of ground heaving or something going on in this corner.
I can remember better days, live for my life. Was everything a man could want to do. Nobody told me about sorrow and how do you mend a broken heart?